Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 73 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. I'm working on my impregnated frame machine and it's actually running really well. You can tell by the fact that the fabricator is full of impregnated frames that we probably have frames in every one of the frame housings in the apiary. So this thing is cruising. It's making tons of emeralds for us. At this point, we've already got 186 emeralds, so we're doing pretty good. And, all the other bee things are going along pretty well, but I am pretty pleased with this. Now, what I would like to do is get myself some more string. So obviously I've got a decent amount of string here, but we could use some more. I've already got a decent amount of impregnated sticks, but those won't last too long either. So may or may not, we'll have to see. Decide if we want to automate the transfer of wood to this location. I might go ahead and auto-insert wood into this carpenter here. We'll have to see. But what we do want to definitely get going today is the string production. I would like to have that happen. So let's get started. What do I want to do? That's my big question right now. Do I want to have the string production be in this room, which has all my bees and everything else already, and it would be really, really convenient because I could just have it be like, hey, grow some string over here and, have a good time and do your thing. Or do we want the string production to be elsewhere? Well, I'm thinking let's do it elsewhere. Yeah, I don't think I want to clog up that room with it. I'm doing pretty good on food right now, so I don't think I really need these wheat farms. So see you guys later. This is going to go back to being a string location. Now I am using, you guys have seen me use in the past, other types of string, a la the Red Power 2 stuff, but I want to try out the henequen just because I think we'll be able to have a little bit more success with it. So let's store all this junk that I just collected right in here. Do want to hang on to my henequen seeds though. Everything else can just hang out. Yeah, we've got plenty of wheat. We have no more need for any more wheat in any more farms, okay? So let's do this. I may actually just clear this whole thing out. So you guys, just because the straw golem has a decent range, and long story short, I don't want them getting confused between the different types of wheat. I don't want them chopping down that stuff and clogging up a chest. I don't need to deal with that. So we've got a nice little chest here. Let's go ahead and should have a hoe of some kind. I do. Beautiful. We'll use this for our little area of growing, but I did say I want to use the zirconium soil. So let's see, what size is this? Do I have 25? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I'm going to need 49 of these zirconium soils. Shouldn't be a big deal to get. What I'm going to do here then is start working on making some more zirconium soil, which again just makes it grow a little bit faster. And then I also want to use something a little extra special, and we're going to get to that in a minute. So for now though, zirconium soil. How do we have to make that stuff? All right, we're going to need a lot of these, green engineering bricks. We're going to need some green zicorodite. Shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, shouldn't be a big deal at all. All right, back in just a few minutes when we're ready to roll. Alright guys, so we are ready. I've got myself 48 zirconium soil. Remember it was a 49 blocks that I needed, but there's one in the center there, so 48 should be sufficient. I could stack these if I want, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're going to see how it goes. But what I do want to do is show you guys something really cool. I need to make myself something from the mod, Xeno's Reliquary. I haven't played with this mod too much yet, I'll be honest with you guys. There's quite a few really cool things you can make, and it's a bunch of different items for the most part, but there's a few blocks as well, and we'll start taking a look at some of them in the near future here. But for now, I do want to show you the Lily Pad of Fertility. This thing is really neat. It's a lily pad that is infused by all kinds of impressive, cool serum. You're going to need to make yourself some splash fertilizer serum. It's great for crops as long as they like bone meal, not for human consumption. It's really good serum for growing crops, but if you combine it with the lily pad like here, we get this nifty little gadget, the Lily Pad of Fertility, which magically helps crops grow faster. So I'm hoping the combination of zirconium soil, which makes crops grow faster, and the Lily Pad of Fertility, which makes crops grow faster, will make our crops go much faster. That's the plan, at least. So let's see how we make one. The Lily Pad of Fertility. Okay, let's take a look. We're going to need some splash serums of fertility. For that, we're going to need some bone meal. That's not going to be a problem. We're also going to need a condensed splash serum. For that, we need vial of ordinary water, gunpowder, glowstone, and netherwort. Well, none of that should be a problem really either. So let's see how we make a vial of ordinary water. Well, I can't look up a recipe, so I can only assume we take a vial and we fill it with water. So let's get some glass panes out of here because I only want to make about 10 of these guys. So we'll take care of that. Recipe, please. Boom. 10 empty vials. Now, I'm not sure if these will work in the tank inventory over here. And looks like there's a little bit of a visual bug. And no, it won't work. So I might need to just walk up to water and take a quick look at right-clicking on it. So let's see. I think we've got some water in our basement. Oh, yeah, that seems to be doing something. Hooray! Vials of ordinary water. Nice. Then we're going to need, what I say, gunpowder. Should only need 10. Glowstone. Do I not have glowstone? Is there some in here? Yeah, there's some in there. That's enough. And, whatchamacallit, the, all I can think of is the word mutatio, which is not correct. That's what's on those things. Netherwort. That's right. Netherwort. 6. We're going to need more than that. Luckily, I have a farm. And yes, you can automate the farming of netherwort in the overworld. I've just never needed enough of it, really, to do that. And it's so convenient just doing that. And boom, I've got plenty, right? Cool. So let's put all but 10 in here. And get ourselves some condensed splash serum. Just toss these in, and this. Hooray! Condensed splash serum. Now for the bone meal. It's really convenient having this little search thing here, isn't it? Yeah, totally. We'll just go ahead and get all 10 of them. It can't hurt. Oh, right, I need, yeah, more than that, don't I? I'll just grab the whole stack, see if it's enough. Might be close. Oh, so close. And yeah, macerating, I'm going to get more, but I think I have enough bones that I don't have to worry about that too much. All right, and then finally, a lily pad of fertility. For this, we're going to need a lily pad. I wonder if I can find one around very close by. I've got one in my, you know, room over in the bee room there, but, there's one. That'll do. Away! I am loving power suits. It's just fun. Alright, lily pad of fertility. Let's make it happen. Cool. And we'll put this splash serum fertilizer in here for another time. It does do some cool stuff. And there's a lot of, like I said, really neat things to use in Xeno's Reliquary. Some really cool, nifty gadgets. So, I'm going to clear out this land. I'm going to try it. Let's go for broke here. Will this work? Because that would be cool. Haha, yeah it did. Nice. So remember, it only replaces certain blocks. It'll replace the same type of block you clicked on, and because tilled earth is, you know, a different block type than untilled earth. Nice. I'll pick this guy up, which, thanks to my power tool having some awesome stuff on it, cool. I don't know what the range of this thing is. Honestly, I have no idea. But we're going to give this a shot. So, how will we do with the Hennequin? That is the ultimate question. And of course it's raining, which I love when it rains when I record because it's both loud and annoying. But we'll see what happens. So between these two things, the Zicorium soil and the lily pad of fertility, I'm rather hoping that we can have some nice stuff occur. Okay? So that ought to do. Oh look, we're already seeing some growth. Look at that. We've already had one growth spurt. Awesome. I'm going to go see what I can do about this rain, and I'll be right back. Aw. Alright, you guys want to see another use for bees? I'll show you another use for bees. I'm going to need some honeydew. I'm going to need some royal jelly. And I'm going to need some gunpowder. You guys can go in there. Inventory issues abound. Grab some gunpowder. This can go in here. And then what else am I going to need? I'm going to need some tin cans. That'll be plenty. Oh, those are empty cells. Darn it. That'll be more than enough. So I believe it was something like this, right? Except not in that one. It needs to be in this one. Noob. Let's try it now. Hang on one sec. You can go back too, because I need you. I'm suspecting the rain might stop by the time I get this recipe right. There we go, get some dissipation charges, okay? Now those guys can be used in a really cool machine. And that would be this guy, the Rainmaker. We're going to need a hardened casing for this though, and it requires a carpenter to make. Sturdy casing, 4 diamonds, okay? So I don't think I have any... No, I have impregnated. So let's get some bronze. And some diamond. And make this happen. So like I said, in order to make this guy work, we're going to need to clear out this recipe real quick. We've already got enough dissipation charges for a little while. There we go. And make that for me, please. While that's happening, I need 4 tin gears. Shouldn't be an issue. Do I have any glass? I do. Yes, good. And this ought to give us a really nice Rainmaker. The Rainmaker you can really place anywhere. I'm going to put it right outside. I think it has to be outside. We'll see. And all you got to do is right-click on it with a dissipation charge. And it'll start pumping up. Dun, 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 dun. And once the dissipation charge activates and goes up into the air, we should see the rain stop after a few seconds. And ta-da! There you go. Rain stopped. There is a little bit of a bug with some mod, I'm not sure which one it is, where sometimes the server doesn't sync with the client about rain. So if the rain has stopped and the client doesn't know about it, it won't show up. So it'll look like it's still raining even though it has actually stopped. In order to fix that, you just have to relog, which I just did a minute ago. So keep that in mind. If you use it and it doesn't look like it worked, just relog. It'll be fine. Oh, I didn't want to put the axe of the stream in there. Okay, there we go. All right, guys, I'll be back in a minute, and we'll check on our crops. Oh, wow. It's only been a minute or two, and look how many... Dude, these things are like almost all grown already. That's awesome. I love it. So what we want to do then is the following. We're going to want to have a couple fabricators. Do I have a few more of those? Did I make an extras? Nice. I knew I would. And we're going to want our straw golem worker, our wooden golem worker, and we're probably going to also want a chest. This should actually work really well. All right, we'll put this guy here with the wood in here, and we'll put the straw nearby as well. And he's smart, so he's going to replant, right? Let's watch what happens. See, look, he replanted. And the wooden golem worker is going to go collect the items and store them for us. Excellent. All right, so while that's happening, we're going to get the fabricator here. We're going to place one down like this. And here we're going to check out what henequen can make, right? Henequen leaves can make twine. Put it in there, and it starts making the twine. What can the twine make? Let's find out. Twine can be used to make string. Put that in there. Boom. Now we have string. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. So we've got these guys making a string. Awesome. I don't think you can plant, and the reason I did this with henequen instead of the Red Power 2 materials is I don't think you can plant that stuff on the soil here, and I'm not sure if the lily pad would work on it either. Elaram's plants work a little differently than other plants, so we wanted to just make sure everything was good. So, looks like things are working pretty well. Awesome. These things are growing very quickly. We're getting a decent amount of string already, and it's only been a few minutes. So hopefully we'll come back in a few minutes here and see a lot of good stuff happening. Cool. I will be back in a minute because I need a way now to transfer the string from point A to point B. Tesseracts? Maybe. We'll see. So let's take a look at the ME storage bus. This guy is what I'm talking about when I tell you guys that you can have all kinds of cool stuff linked up. Now, I've already got some cabling going on around down here, don't I? Yes, I do. Good. We're going to use this. Let's dig underground. Oh, and it's getting dark out. Almost there. I'm going to sleep through the night here in a minute, but let me finish digging this trench, and I'll be right back. Alright, so let's make it happen. So I've got this nifty ME storage bus. Just to demonstrate the way this thing works let's show you guys how much wood I have in my system. I've got, not much by the way of wood, do I? I've got some great wood logs, but I don't have any oak wood, the stuff that this comes from, right? So let's make it available to us right now by running some ME cable over here. Remember I told you that there is a block or a type of cabling that allows you to connect up all kinds of cool stuff. Right? That's what we're going to do now. We're going to hook this thing up to the barrels that are storing our wood and saplings. Okay? So, there we go. We're probably going to want to do it like this. Okay, but instead of having a normal thing here, we're going to break this thing off, and we're going to put this guy. Alright, now we're going to need access to our hammer and rotate him around until he's gotten to the point where he connects. Cool. Now, this is not going to pull the wood out of the barrel. It's just going to sit there in the barrel and behave like normal, except for when we're ready to access it via some kind of process like the wireless remote here, or the other thing to access things with. Oh, look how much wood we have here. 57K. Nice. Ah, raining again. Terrible. Let's deal with that. Okay, that was fake rain. Maybe there's a bit of flux in the environment. Who knows? All right, so now we have access to our wood. Perfect. Now we've already got like a tesseract to deal with saplings. I think I'll leave that there for now. If I decide that I want to, move this into an ME kind of configuration, I might. But for now, we'll leave it as is, okay? The other thing, though, I want to have access to is the string right here. Now, I'm not sure, but we're about to test and find out if this is going to work. So right now, how much string do I have? I've got, 69 pieces of string. Not too shabby. Let's dig down underground here. Okay, and we'll put down, we're going to need another one of those ME interface guys. Let me go craft one real quick. So let's give this a shot. What do you say? Should do. Alright, now I'm purposely doing this one level lower so that I can, of course, cover this back up when I'm done. You know me, I like to keep things nice and tidy. Not necessarily, terribly attractive, but at least tidy. Okay, so one of these guys on here. Now, like I said, not sure if this is going to work because I don't know if fabricators, you can access their items from beneath, but we're going to try it. Okay, let me out of here. There we go. So can we access the string from underneath the fabricator? That is the question of the day, and we can. Nice. 83 pieces of string. So that's nice. I like the sound of that. Now, presumably, if I open this thing up and, take all the string out, like so, it should have removed it from the fabricator, and it did. Beautiful. That's what I wanted to see. All right, let me cover up this dirt and everything, and I'll be back in a few. Cooking up a little bit more of this ME cabling. And by a little bit, I mean a whole lot. Because we need to get a wired range all the way over here. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to wirelessly transmit data across this network. At least not yet. I don't even know if it's planned. Probably not. We do have the wireless access point for item access, like the wireless ME terminal here, but you cannot use those wireless access points to get from point A to point B. You do need to run wiring, as far as I know, to get stuff over here. So what I'd like to do is have an ME access point in this building so that I can always access my network from in here, but I'll also hook it up to this chest with an export bus so that I can dump automatically all the string that gets created in the network automatically in there. So any string that comes in the network will automatically be exported into that network. So let's dig underground for a few minutes and find our way over to that house. Now, digging underground underneath my house may not be the easiest thing in the world, but I'll figure it out. So we do have this area over here. So let's follow through and see what happens. Back in a few. All right, this looks like it'll work. So all I'm going to do is run some cabling straight across like this. Let's see. I could probably just do that, and maybe even, do I no longer need that piece? No, I still kind of need it. Oh, that's not right. Just try not to have too many loops in the cabling here, you know what I mean? That'll work. Alright, I'll meet you guys in the forestry apiary room. Alright, so like I said, we want to export any and all string that we get directly into this chest. So it shouldn't be too hard to do. We also want to make an ME access point, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let me clean out some of the junk that I collected while mining all the way down under there. Beautiful. And just connect these cables up real fast. So we can probably just go right here. There we go. So this guy will export anything I tell it to. For example, we've got 26 string in here right now. If I put string in the export bus interface, we should fill up rather quickly with string. All right, so that is filling. And we're going to say stacks at a time just to fill it as quickly as possible. And hey, look, all the string that we had in the entire network just got dumped in here. Awesome. And as string gets added by my trusty golems outside, we'll continue adding more and more. Good plan, right? I thought so. Cool. So now we've got this thing working, we've got this guy working. We could, if we wanted to, actually do something similar with this. Not sure, though, if I want to do that. Let's see. How am I for space underneath this thing? I don't think I have much space left around the many sides. We do have a little bit, actually. Like, if I wanted to, I could go for broke. But the problem is here that this thing will start overflowing. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll come up with something here. Let's say... Alright, I got an idea. Be right back. Alright guys, let's do this. You ready? What I'm going to do is first off, get rid of this build. This thing's gone. See you later. You guys were great, but need to replace you. I want to, first off, get the export bus going with this interface bus, and hopefully this will work correctly, but we're going to find out in about a second. No idea if this will work at all. Not the interface. Yeah, I want the export bus there. There we go. And then just some normal cabling like that. Right connected to this thing. And we'll say, what do we want you to get exported? We want the wood. So let's do that. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, let's get our wireless access point installed. Just because, might as well. Wireless access point right here. The nice thing about this is you don't have to reconfigure anything. Just throw the wireless access point down, and now you should be able to access from this location right here. Nice. Love it. All right, so wood. Put as much wood as you can possibly fit in this inventory, please. One at a time for now, okay? But what we're going to do here, well, we can do stacks at a time. That's fine. Boom. Awesome. Going to keep that nice and filled up. And then I made myself a clay golem worker. Cool. We're going to keep this guy set up. What do you want to keep in this container, Master? We want a precise amount of impregnated sticks. Exactly 1 stack. Cool. So try and keep 1 stack of impregnated sticks in this inventory. Now what he's going to do is, the carpenter here is going to constantly make impregnated sticks, right? All we need now is a marker block. So let's see, do I have any of those laying around in here? I do. Hooray. What I got to do is just place the marker block on this machine. Guess we're going to see if the top works. All right. And what he should do, clean up my inventory real quick. Let's put all this stuff away that I don't need right now. You. All this junk. Gotta love the inventory cleaning. As soon as we clean out all the impregnated sticks from this inventory, he should say, uh-oh, you're missing impregnated sticks. I'm gonna go find some. Go, little golem, go. You're not going. All right, so the top is not the side that we want to pull impregnated sticks out of. Oh, boy. That was my concern. Because remember, they're eye-sided aware, so they know what side they have to pull from. What if I put it, like, right... Man, every other side is surrounded. This block is completely used. All right, can you do that? You cool there, little buddy? Can you get me some impregnated sticks, please? I would appreciate it. All right, which side of this block do you need to be on? I'll be right back once I figure it out. Hey, there we go. Good news. We got it working. Bad news, it had to be placed on the bottom of the carpenter. So he's doing his thing. He's doing it over there. But we no longer have the auto input because I had to remove my export bus. So I might, unfortunately, have to make this a little bit ugly. I don't think there's any other sides that aren't currently being used. We've got the liquid tesseract on the back. We've got machines on every other side. I don't really think I have any other option. It's going to have to go right here. Okay, so again, move stack mode, and we'll just grab one of you to put in here. Cool, and you will happily fill this thing up. So what will happen is this guy will do a nice job of keeping impregnated sticks in here. It'll keep dumping as many as he can. He'll, just hang out, constantly moving them. He likes standing there for some weird reason. I guess he can reach the chest. And once there are 64 sticks in here, he will stop. That's the key, because otherwise, like if we had the Buildcraft pipes, they'd constantly be pumping and eventually they'd start spilling out, and we'd have a huge mess of impregnated sticks, which we would not want to see. Trust me, that would be bad. But once there is a full stack in here, like there are now, he'll stop. And what's going to happen is this machine is going to keep running until it gets a stack of impregnated sticks here. Okay, and the way that's going to happen is it's going to stop making impregnated sticks after this inventory fills. Then, once these are all used up, the golem will just keep a stack of 64 in there all the time. So we won't overload and we won't really be wasting resources, but we've now automated the frame housings of an alveary using golems, using Zycraft, using applied energistics, using iron chests, using forestry, using more Zycraft, using Xeno's reliquary, using... Wow, yeah, we used a lot of mods to do this, but in the end, we came up with a lot of fun build, huh? So this thing is cooking along. We are doing a great job of collecting henequin. It's growing very quickly because it's on the soil, and we've got that little lily pad of growth over there. So cool. Also, from what I understand, you can jump all you want on this Zycraft soil. You're not going to displace any amount of seeds. Take that, tilled earth. You got nothing. Cool. So we've completely, start to finish, automized the entire production of and use of impregnated frames. Cool, right? All right, I hope you guys like that build because I am pretty pleased with it. Also, now we have a whole ME system built up in here. So if we wanted to, we could even clear out this chest and start storing all kinds of, we could hook this chest up to the applied energistics system if we wanted to, and it would be able to store all kinds of important items. But look, we're already up to 217 emeralds. Nice. We should go on a shopping spree. I don't know. We'll see. For now, though, I'll be right back. Well, I bet you guys know what I know what you want to see. You want to see my goggles revealing. How is my aura tree growth going? It's doing rather well, as a matter of fact. I'll stop over there in a second. Just need to drop off a bit of this. And that should be good. The aura is actually doing perfectly well. Like I said last episode, it does require a little bit of... Let me out of the house, would you? A little bit of maintenance. You do need to constantly refill it with saplings, but I went and got a couple between last episode and this one, put about 8 more in there, and I think we've had a couple iterations of growth. So you can see we're up to 266 aura at this point. And it looks like we've gotten silverwood saplings to replace the ones we've been using the last couple times through. So we had a good luck streak. But as I mentioned, it probably is not self-sustaining. It looks to me like you get, on average, less than 1 silverwood sapling per tree. Not a big deal. I mean, I'll live with that. But we're going to let that continue to run, and hopefully, in the coming episodes, I'll have some really cool Thaumcrafty stuff to show you once we've got like a really nice sized node and the ability to move nodes around and all kinds of neat stuff. All right, back in just a minute. And with that, guys, I'm sorry to say, but it does look like we've hit the old wrapping up point for this episode. So we do need to sign off here, but I hope you enjoyed checking out a lot of the potential for automation with Applied Energistics. It's a very, like I said, powerful mod. You just need to get a lot of resources and put together everything you want. But we've got some molecular assembler chamber thing here going on. I do at one point want to automate the creation of tesseracts with ender pearls and all that. Should probably work on a way to get more ender pearls more automatically. I think it might be time to visit the end pretty soon. I want to go in there, maybe, bring a couple weapons, maybe even get a soul shard for Enderman and start creating an Enderman trap that I can get a large number of Ender Pearls from. But that'll have to happen in some kind of future episode. Not necessarily the very next one, but at some point soon we'll definitely be taking a look at it. So definitely hope you guys enjoyed this episode and the season so far. We've built a lot of cool machines and I'm having a good time with this. Don't worry, season's not ending just yet. We still have plenty more things to play with and check out. There's still a lot of things I haven't shown you from Xeno's Reliquary. You saw one of the first items today, but there's some other really cool ones. We've got some more exploring of the world to do. I do plan to head back to the Twilight Forest at some point, do a little bit more exploring in there and check out some bosses. And now that technology's allowed, oh boy, those guys have no idea what they're in for. And like I told you guys already, a little bit more with Thaumcraft I'd like to introduce you to. So for now though, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode today, and I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.